Will that
You
work?
might want to tilt your head back. Yeah, perfect. Stability's not great.
That's okay. You just close your eyes.
Okay.
You don't need eyes. Your peepers.
So this trip to Windrock would serve as kind of like our first ever Epic Bikes downhill camp. I'd gotten my bike all ready, headed up to Windrock on Friday night, and early Saturday morning I got to Windrock. Now, if you've been following along, you know that I've been off my bike for some time now with an injury, and so this would kind of be me coming back. I grabbed the first shuttle, I was solo, and just so many thoughts were going through my head. The conditions, well, you can see. It was actually snowing and raining and sleeting. Not exactly the conditions that I imagined my first ride back would be. So I just kind of took it easy and just kind of, tried not to hurt myself again.
Solo.
To be completely honest. As I worked my way down the mountain, I really just was surviving. Pretty much everything had changed. So I'm on a brand new Specialized demo, which thank you to Specialized and Epic Bikes. I'm on new brakes. I'm on new tires. I'm in muddy conditions. My body is not quite ready to ride downhill, but I survived. So after doing my first lap solo, Katie came to the park, and that really uplifted my spirits. Katie and Patrick are good friends of mine from Tallahassee, and this is Katie's first year racing downhill. So one thing I'll say about Katie is she is a lot of fun to ride with. We're always laughing, goofing around, doing silly things. And that's really what I needed today. I needed to kind of be at ease, and I think it just sort of helped me to kind of be in a place where I wanted to be helpful to Katie. I knew she was nervous. Some of the other folks decided to not ride today, and so in kind of a weird way, I was very thankful to be in that situation. It kind of put me at ease, and Katie just did a great job. The conditions were horrific, and she was a trooper. We had some funny moments, and I did get quite a bit of POV of hers, but she has her own YouTube channel, and so I'm going to give all the video to her so that she can post it on her own channel. But hats off to Katie. She did a great job. I'm really proud of her. Patrick, she did a good job. And so that was just the right mix that I needed for my first day really back riding downhill. Was just a good friend to laugh with, have some fun with, and it was good for me to see Katie excelling, and I can't wait to see how she does in the race season this year.
We did it!
Muddy buddies, went down the hill. We only crashed about 3 or 4 times.
I should get a shot of your back.
Katie's got the full mud cakes. Yeah.
Look at that.
Whoa. Muddy bike 1.
after a bunch of laps and finally just getting too cold from the wet rain and snow, it was time to go home. I was very thankful for my first day back. I didn't get any injuries, no big problems with the bike. It's time to go get cleaned up and get some food and hang out. On Sunday, the rest of the team came out to the park, and even Steven was there. So Jose and I ended up swapping the GoPro back and forth and taking turns going down dropout and doing some POV on each other, just working on our skills. And even by Sunday, just having just the one day under my belt, I was starting to feel a lot more comfortable with the bike, loosening up a little bit, and feeling good. Feeling good.
Go for it.
We good?
Go ahead. Yep. shit. Shawn, I crashed. Hold on. My front wheel washed out and I just...
Yeah, you got to be careful on the front brake. Like, just because, you know, once you tap that front brake, here, come to me. Once you tap that front brake, you lose your...
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Your seat is crooked, Shawn, by the way.
What's that?
Your seat is crooked.
I know. Let me get my foot locked in. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah, we're mud bogging today. Ready?
Yeah.
GoPro, stop recording.
On Monday, we had planned to do some coaching with Jordon.
Chin above stem. Chin above stem. Good rep. One of you, and then when we stop, I'll get behind the next. Okay.
Steven and I have both worked with Jordon, and he's a great coach, and I just really like the way he approaches things and breaks things down into a very easy way to understand. I'll leave a link in the description to how to get a hold of Jordon.
Hey, Shawn.
Yeah.
Next time we come down through those jumps,
Yeah.
you're riding your brakes in between the one coming out of the woods and the next couple tables.
Okay.
I want you to try to work on comfort braking and not doing that right there.
Okay.
Get used to letting up off the brakes and accelerating.
So one thing that became really clear to me on Monday working with Jordon was I was just really hanging on for survival. I was very timid. A lot of my just basic skills were just kind of set aside, and so it was really good to just get this time with Jordon and help get myself really kind of rebooted.
Hey, good position. Stop right here. Okay. So, one thing I'm noticing when you're turning right now, you're like wanting to get stood up. Do you feel yourself wanting to get stood up in these turns? I want you to right now. So you're better in this low position. You're doing better with that already. Like I can tell. But you're super stiff when it comes to moving kind of side to side. And that's how we're going to turn our bike, is by turning our hips and our belly button like we have a laser pointer on it, and turning the bike with our center of gravity, our center of mass. And so when you do that and you are low and you turn your center of gravity, instead of turning the handlebars, you're gonna lean the bike with your arms. Okay? You're gonna lean the bike, and that's gonna help you keep from getting stood up. And also, another reason why you're getting stood up is because you're still braking at the apex of the turn. You need to slow down more and then trust your cornering technique once we dial it in, that you're gonna have traction. Because right now when you're braking and turning, you have less traction.
Okay.
I want you to follow me through here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go super slow, and I'm gonna say on the brakes, off the brakes.
Okay.
And you're gonna try to do it where I'm saying it at, okay? And then we can also do it, I can also be behind you and do it, and that way you won't have to pay attention to where I'm at when I'm saying it. It'll be more, either way, you'll see I'm gonna brake, and then I'm gonna get off the brakes as much as I can. And I'm 100% at least gonna get off the front brake fully when I make the turn, when I start to turn. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. We'll go this way. Right here, and I'm gonna turn.
Did you let off right in that little, right when it started to turn? Did you let off there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Right at the apex. Slow it down. Slowing down, and I'm turning. Slowing down, and now I'm on the rear brake again. Oh.
Beep, beep.
So that section right there is a good example of when we'll brake before, and then we'll maintain our speed with our rear brake and be off the front brake.
Okay.
Because we need our front wheel to track, because we're in that sloppy mud, and if we're braking, it's even less traction.
Right.
So you need to do your slowing down before, and then you got to manage the speed you have coming into it. You got to commit to it.
Okay.
So yeah. But can you see like where I'm braking and then where I'm turning?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm moving my body and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's Shawn. Let's stop right up here before the bridge.
All right.
I just want to stop here because when I'm getting ready to tell you, I want to see if we can pick pretty quick. So right now, when you ride, you're really good. Like you're low, and your shoulders are in a good spot. But what is throwing you off is when you're riding, at times your hips are really far forward on the bike. Like you try to stand super tall, whereas I want you to hinge at your hips a little bit. That way it brings your shoulders down a little closer to the bars, and you're in a more stable position like this versus being like this.
I've been feeling like I was crouching over the bike a little bit, so I feel like as I've been riding this bike, I've been wanting to stand up.
You're standing super tall, but instead of standing straight with your legs and keeping your hips directly under you, you need to hinge at your hips. And bring your hips back, and your shoulders will naturally drop a little bit.
Okay.
And that's going to put you more in a box position versus being like a living room lamp, kind of straight up and tall.
Okay.
So whenever you're getting low, trying to create that stability, instead of being here, I want you to be here.
Okay. Yeah, I might also. I know what you're talking about because I felt like me wanting to do that.
You do it in corners a lot.
And I don't know if it's because I'm like, I also don't know if I've been compensating for like weakness in my leg, like if that's like more comfortable or something. Like, I know what you're saying. I'll work on it this time because I picked up on that. Like so.
Yeah, think about hinging instead of squatting. You know what I mean by hinge?
I think so. So, like.
Yeah, more or less. Like, bring your butt down a little bit. Shoulders down. Not like that. You're not squatting. Yeah, more or less like that. Like in a strong, stable position.
Thank you, Jordan, for working with me and Steven. I feel like you really accelerated me getting back on the bike quickly. And thank you to Epic Bikes and Specialized. I think it was a good camp.